never knew. I never knew. I don't have a hot dog. I never knew you was a cheater.
Ooh! I didn't cheat. The referee got knocked out.
You're not a referee. Jim Miner sitting there with the
Hey,
sanction referee with the referee.
I was told by the owner.
Well, he don't know nothing. He cheats. He's crazy attitude. We got to focus on this match. Matt Starr is looking weak for him. Actually, we're giving him a lot of leeway to the start. He gave the pack, but Dr. didn't say to him. So in a way, if they win, we're the champion. Not his nation.
I think maybe it's just feeling this.
explained it to his mama.
Well,
She'll be so upset.
make a mistake.
That's a 12.
There's cheating right there.
Same difference in that state.
That's what they're going to get it from Jenny.
That's gonna be fun.
Jenny just about to fix that.
We're to the 3 on this now.
She gonna get his ass whooped.
Oh, he just spit it out. I hope it's water. Well, she's about to see red. She's about to see red.
I hope you don't have to
What is she doing?
go out to the state.
Where is she
She
going?
gonna go get
Go to the
some.
state.
She gonna go get some.
If I was him, I'd be afraid of Julie leaving and going to the back. She doesn't do that. Unless she's got something up. We better run, I tell you that.
Watch it. Look out.
That's a 12. Yeah.
Yes! Now, go in and what is that? Step up 10 hands.
I don't do shenanigans.
Tim Martyr. Got her something.
It's got somebody.
We've been waiting for him for a long time. The giant like Malachi, this match is over.
He's about to do it, man. Like, this is handling
Should you jump in there and do something like you did? You're afraid to, aren't you? Malachi can handle you. Oh wait, he's on that side. LBK's done. She's got Escobar. She dragged Escobar to the back.
He's not on that side. He's not on that side.
This is not right. This is a no contest.
1
Oh my
The
God.
mic switch cut on.
Wonder-
Can't even operate. He couldn't even operate.
There we
He
go.
couldn't even run the
Welcome
match
back
right.
here.
The,
We were trying to see if you could lip sync.
our engineer was thinking about his girlfriends or his cousins, one of the two. I'm not sure which.
Aren't they the
Anyway,
same?
go ahead and introduce them.
Okay, once again, this is the voice Timothy Minor along with
Rusty the Rep and
The king of the South.
artist
The
formerly
king.
known as Rico. We are coming off a high. What a night we had the 20th of July at the National Guard Armory in Gallatin. Tim Minor, I believe
my first night of ownership, and what a show!
I believe it was
night.
the
Well, my
best.
first night of full ownership.
I believe
It
it
was
was the
your-
best.
Was that right, or was that my second night?
That was your second night.
It's hard
Oh.
to say what the best, but I believe
Yeah.
it's the best show we've had.
Oh,
That's
what a!
good show.
We had every title change hands,
Except for the cruiserweight, because
except for Cruiser. We didn't. It wasn't on the
found
line.
out all the titles were changing hands, and Jason Xavier took off.
No,
Honestly,
that's not how it
we
works.
can't go.
I'm just glad we have a new world heavyweight champion because I got tired. I mean, Sharp Dressed Man.
Yes,
I mean,
that's exactly right.
he-
I got a call from Sharp Dressed Man saying Rico is not a licensed referee, and I was like,
I
actually,
am a
he is.
licensed referee.
He is.
I have a letter here, Tim Minor.
A
from the
letter?
Board of Directors.
I don't have a board of directors.
Renegade Wrestling Federation Board of Directors, Goodlettsville, or rather Gallatin, Tennessee, 37066, July 22, 2024 is written Monday. To the RWF fans, we would like to apologize for the recent actions of Rico Suave. That's exactly what he did. He disregarded their.
We don't have a board of
policies.
directors, so how did you type this? Why'd you type this up,
Who is shenanigans and whatnots now?
In particular,
Rusty?
his unauthorized interference in the RWF heavyweight
It was not
championship match
unauthorized.
this past Sunday, July 20th.
Sunday?
Saturday.
See, you don't even know what
See?
day it is.
I just misread. I have duress here at the National Guard Armory. He chose to take actions that would give Sean Hoodrick an unfair advantage. He was not the referee assigned.
Whoa! Wait a
He
minute,
was not
Rusty.
the
Wait,
RWF
Rusty.
referee.
Wait.
His illegal actions cost Sharp Wrist Man Lawrence
Rusty.
his heavyweight
Rusty.
title.
If you want to talk about unfair advantages, what about the last time those two were in the ring?
Doesn't know- this
What
is-
wasn't it a briefcase to the head that cost Sean
wasn't
Hoodrich
it
the
a
match?
snake? Wasn't
Now,
it-
see-
Now,
wasn't it
how
illegal
about-
use of
How about
freedom?
when Sharp Dressed Man
Wasn't that
went
done
against
part?
Big Man Carnage?
I think he's taking a
You're gonna
briefcase
like
to
this
that.
part. We, the RWF Board of Directors, do hereby fine Rico Suave the sum of $1,000 to be paid to the charity
Is that it?
of the Tim TV.
No, you said you got a Sharp Dressed Man there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I changed it so you back me. Well, I don't have the director.
You know he's not going to give no.
Lawrence's choice.
The only charity he's got is himself.
Rusty,
First of all,
So now you can
You-
wad it up and throw it
you
away.
know what you can do with that letter?
Fine.
first of all,
I know.
the
I'm
board
not
of-
paying it.
there was no board of directors.
Right.
Well, there is. There's
No.
a letter from them.
From who?
From the Board
I
of
wa-
Directors, RWF.
You about like those leftist liberals that making up stories and all that stuff. Give me one name of somebody that's on that board.
Rusty.
You're not on the board.
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn is not on the
Tim
board.
Minor's on.
I'm not even on the board.
I'm sorry.
See?
I got the letter.
I'm an authorized referee. I'm an authorized.
Here's the
participant.
thing. Back a few months ago, when I was going to be special guest referee, and we knew something could go down, we put Thorne as a referee. I also went in and did it went even deeper. I got Rico
No,
authorized and
you're making all this up.
licensed to be a referee about
Don't
at the
make
same
me
time,
call you
just in
people.
case if something
Yeah.
happened to Thorne, I had
But
somebody
I
else. that
told
could come
you.
in.
I told you
made
weeks
that
ago,
up right
No.
here on the spot.
Rusty.
I got the letter from
Rusty.
the
I
Board of
told you
Directors.
weeks ago that I was a certified
I don't
referee.
remember hearing that.
No, because the only thing
I'm
you-
a truthful man. I
Only
tell you
thing,
the truth.
hey, if I had went in
Remember that, Luke? He
and
doesn't
if I had helped Sharp Dressed
Luke
Man
was
win
in
this
Alabama.
match, you wouldn't be saying anything.
He's just thinking, cousins.
But you know what, Rusty?
What?
There's
wanna
nothing you
hit
can
him,
do
Cam.
about it. We have a brand new world heavyweight champion. Now, Sharp Dressed Man in all of his cheating glory can go and cry to anybody he wants. He knows where to find me.
You already got it.
He knows where he can find me.
you.
He knows where he can find me.
Minor, let's look at it. He's complaining because he's going to use a suitcase. Sean Hoodrich used that snake several times during the match.
What did he do with the snake?
He scared him with it. Same thing. What did
Was it during the? Was
Man
it?
do with the suitcase?
Actually, yes.
He was going
He was
to.
going to use that
He was going to
suitcase.
use the snake, and the referee
He-
let him put it down.
No, the referee didn't. Referee was knocked down.
No,
The snake was in the
during-
briefcase,
The snake was in the bag.
and the snake
out
was
of
in the
bag,
briefcase.
And he brought in 5, maybe 6 people from the outside across the standard, used them as weapons against
Across the what?
across the standard, across the ropes. Across
Okay.
it's called the standard. Have you never been to a wrestling show before? Anyway, he brought him across. You didn't go in
Barricade.
and stop him from doing that. You didn't stop him from waving that snake.
The referee was still alert.
Well, because Rico's scared of the
No,
snake.
the referee was alert.
It was Jesse James. Never
He was
alert.
alert. He was the official
He
referee
wasn't
at that
awake the
time.
whole match.
Neither were you on
You weren't
commentary.
the official referee any of the time.
Yes, I was.
Anyway, so he did that at least 6 times, or 5 times for sure. I think it might be 6, and nothing.
What
should have
did
been
he-
DQ'd. Those-
What did he do, Rusty?
He picked those kids up
And what?
and he used them as weapons.
No,
Those
he
kids-
did not use them as
He
weapons.
hit Sharp
No,
Wrist Man
he did
with-
not use them as weapons.
Those
he
kids.
hit
You can't
Sharp
use
Wrist
kid
Man
as a
with-
weapon.
that's weapons.
You
It's-
cannot
those
use a
kids
kid
should
as a
have been
weapon.
thrown
He
out.
was just picking the kids up, give them a hug.
Sharp Dressed Man just happened to walk into him.
Now, see, we've got to stop that, or you got to do some instruction, because now anybody there thinks they can come across the standard.
No, only if they get
And-
picked up
and
by a
attack-
wrestler and be used.
A shark struck and hit Shark Wrist Man.
I
What
got.
if he goes over and picks up Rock Dog and brings him in?
I doubt he picked.
Shark
I,
Wrist Man,
I doubt he picks up Rock Dog and can
He
swing
can
him
pick up
around.
Shark-
I'm going to let him get in the
Yeah.
ring. I'm just going to get out of the way.
Shark Wrist Man
If
James.
somebody's big enough to pick up,
Hey.
if there's somebody big,
I mean, he's already been hitting people with the briefcase, which is the only way he's been winning
For
his
somebody-
matches.
this is what I don't understand. For somebody that has
This
spent
past
years
Saturday night.
and years and years celebrating people who break
Yes,
the rules,
exactly.
you get all turned upside down
Exactly.
when somebody.
obviously biased against.
How was I
Shark Wrist
biased?
Man
I went
the
in
whole
there
time.
and
Because
I
you-
held up
you
the
challenged him
integrity.
the whole match.
I held up the integrity. Did I put my hands on Sharp Dressed Man?
He never did. He took his briefcase.
No.
He
Did I
took the
put my hands
briefcase-
on Sharp Dressed Man?
You interfered.
Did I,
You put-
Rusty?
You didn't grab the snake when he was doing.
The snake was in the briefcase.
You actually grabbed the briefcase.
Yes.
He's standing there waving. it
What is he
his
doing,
way.
Rusty? What was that?
He was waving his way.
What are you
That's-
doing?
That's what Sean was doing.
Oh.
Intimidating Sharp Wrist Man. with. He actually picked up a child and a teenager, picked up a man
Hey.
bigger than me.
Who
No,
did he pick up
didn't.
that's bigger than
He ain't
you?
that strong.
That picked up that teenager.
He
Sean Henry.
bigger than you,
He picked him up. It's on
but he
the
wasn't
film.
bigger than you.
Yeah, anyway, he rammed him in.
That kid was
with
like
Sharp
one
Wrist
side,
Man.
Rusty.
one third of your
Wait,
size.
I'm not through with
Yes,
you.
you are.
Because even though you
I was-
got knocked out by LBK, then you conveniently woke up and counted 3.
No, they woke me up. Somebody come over there and
Yeah,
pulled
but
me
you
over.
should have disqualified LBK because
Why?
he knocked you out.
No.
Yes,
if I was
he
going
did.
to, if I was going to just no.
He illegally hit you.
Matt Starr pulled me in front of him. Matt Starr is the one that initiated that contact. He pulled me in front of the thing. If I was going to disqualify,
You should have disqualified.
but I didn't feel it was a
Wait,
disqualification.
I'm going to give you a pass on that. I enjoyed that. I thought that was
Rusty.
one of the best referee jobs you've ever done. But
Laying on his
somebody's
back?
getting fined.
I'm not getting fined. Rusty,
not
I got a
fined.
question for you.
This is wrong.
Rusty, I got a
All
question
you
for
people
you.
out there know it's wrong.
Rusty, I got a question for you. And it's a yes or no. I don't need all
No.
and the answer will be no. Did I put my hands on Sharp Dressed Man?
I just remember you
Yes or no?
illegally entered the ring like those other 5 people did.
The other 5 people didn't enter the ring. They weren't outside.
Okay.
Semantics,
They
sir.
still entered across the standard. where
Did
not
they enter or
supposed to
were they brought over?
Doesn't-
Now I'm not
Didn't
seeing
they come
anybody's
across there?
messages
They-
pop up
they-
tonight. So if you are sending a message,
On
just let me
Facebook.
know if you are. I'm not.
But
seeing-
Rusty, I held up the integrity of what the RWF
If that
world.
is-
Hold on,
That is
hold
our
on,
integrity. We
hold
have
on,
none.
Rusty.
You openly
Put your
and
mic down.
biasly-
Put your
openly
mic-
and biasly against
Rusty.
Sharp Wrist Man.
Put your mic down.
Some
I let you
old
talk, Rusty.
feud you've got from 100
Rusty,
years ago
I let you talk.
when you were a little
I
boy.
let
No, you didn't. You interrupted me
I
the
let
whole
you talk,
time.
Rusty. I let you talk. Now, the RWF World Heavyweight Title stands for integrity. It is. So you saying RWF has no integrity?
Compared to the old RWF.
No, you saying RWF has no
Well,
integrity?
It doesn't now. It did.
It
have
doesn't now?
Saturday night.
Why doesn't it now?
You messed it up.
No, I did not. Sharp Dressed Man was which is something that he's hold on. Rusty, 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 Rusty. Let me say, let me talk. let me say this, Rusty. So he, which is what he's been doing the entire time he's been champion.
Sean Hoodrick
No.
has been intimidating people with a snake. Every time he's wrestled him, he's tried to use the snake, and he has used both matches. He's used.
This is now the Rusty Show.
Fans up and hit them. Well, it's because you don't listen.
I'm trying to talk.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
So, and you have been praising him every time he wins a match by cheap shots.
Why wouldn't you?
But when I get in and I stop him, when I get in and I stop him from doing his little antics, now all of a sudden you have a problem with it. Why do you have a problem with that?
What I have a problem is that you got in and stopped him. You didn't stop Sean.
What did Hoodrich do?
I've already told you at least 4 times.
Was the referee alert?
He picked up.
Was the referee
No,
alert?
Jesse James is never alert.
Was he standing?
Pardon me.
So,
If I
hey.
tell you, sorry, I don't know if he's standing or not.
I only got in because the referee got knocked down. And that match needed
I can
to have.
go in and
Well, why
reverse the
didn't you?
match.
No, you can't reverse it.
I could.
Referee's decision is final.
No, tell Tim Miner
Referee
that.
decision is
Tell him
final.
that He shenanigans the match.
I'm just throwing up some of these comments. They're not coming up on my phone, but I'm gonna show.
Hey,
Douglas
Bruce,
Campbell-
no, I was not paid.
Douglas
held up the
Campbell says this
integrity.
past Saturday night was one of the best shows.
It was.
Loved all the title changes.
Because you all saw it. You saw what happened. You saw the over and over and over things that Sean, and I like Sean. I enjoyed it, grabbing people and using it, except
Xavier-
he wasn't calling it.
Xavier Michaels is claiming that he will get his belt back from Frankie.
And I know
We'll get to
talk
that
about
match in a
that
moment.
match
We'll talk
later.
about that. And of course, Bruce Webb is claiming that Rico was paid off, saying I paid you
Wait a
off.
minute,
Have
where
I ever
was
paid you
Bruce?
any money, Rico?
No.
Rico,
Wait a minute, where was Bruce doing? What was Bruce doing during that match? I mean, wasn't he?
He was already eating Jello. He was already eating
He
Jello.
was
at
gone
the
to the
home-
wind,
at the
wasn't he?
home. He was already at the home eating Jello.
Taking his Metamucil.
What was Bruce doing during his match? What are you talking
I don't know.
And then
Neither did he.
CAI,
Nobody say tonight.
Classic Association Incorporated.
Who is that?
That is Classic Man. He says it's August 24th. August 24th. How about Rusty versus Rico in a cage match?
I'll get arrested for elderly abuse.
I'm not a wrestler.
I get arrested for elderly abuse.
Besides, I will be incapacitated.
And of course, Destiny won the women's title.
I'm proud
She's,
of her for that.
talking about how she was going to win. A real woman won the
Now we
championship.
finally have a real woman's champion, a real woman who is
Now, I'm
holding
stepping back
the
over here in
women's
the picture.
championship.
Destiny
I
did
am
a
not-
wonderful job.
I don't know anybody that's going to beat her.
I'm not getting anybody's
Well,
comments. I don't know why.
David Matthews is not a woman. I don't know any
Oh,
woman
yeah,
that'll
yeah,
beat
yeah.
her. Now, speaking of, so now I see when a man actually came out to the ring, Dave Matthews hightailed it out.
But a man is big or bigger than
Hey, but if Dave Matthews, he's about the size.
I'm agreeing with
Him
you.
and Carnage are about the same size,
I said it's big or
but
bigger. I'm not-
one has a lot more
What's wrong
courage
with you?
than the other.
Well,
Dave Matthews is only tough
let's-
when he's facing a woman, but when a man comes out there, then he hightails it.
Did you see Carnage, Big Man Carnage, dancing when he came out? I don't think I've ever.
It was
seen him
dancing
dance.
after he. No, he was mad when he came
No,
out.
No, it's his match.
Oh,
He came out just getting at him and Classic Man to whip that trick. And I was watching over there standing with his boys during that time. And look at Daddy, look at Daddy. You know, they were like.
speaking
they were
of that
taking
match,
Little kids on Christmas.
what was the deal with
Once again, I'd like to compliment on your referee while he's thinking. You did a really good job. I appreciate
I told you I was going to call it right down the line.
Well, you
Did I
but
not
you
call it
didn't.
right down the
No,
line?
you didn't. But I liked it. 'cause
I did call it
liked
down the
your
line.
shenanigans.
I didn't pull any. I called everything down the line. Every 3 count was the same at the same pace. Every
You did
other.
that. but you still managed to let LBK and Drew win. Which
Actually, if I had my back turned and missed a lot of stuff that happened, I saw that on the video where I was trying to keep Drew out. So I gave. They had a better,
or is he told me he was North Star. I'm not sure if he was
who.
Landon Bradley. He
Oh.
told me he's going to be North Star. I don't know. But was he purposely kept misdirecting you, fell for it. I can't believe a accomplished referee like you.
You about to say a con man?
Well, he's that too.
No, I think you're the con man, Rusty.
I'm just the voice of reason. I'm for the people.
Okay, let me go back
No.
up here.
The people know that you cheated.
Um, I did not cheat Lawrence.
Let me back up here. Let me know if anybody gives us any comments over there because I'm not getting any.
Hood
Starts
Rich.
doing his interfering stuff. I expect you next show to be right in there
Um,
with him.
If the referee,
But
is
let's
knocked out, then
let's
yes.
back the trolley up here for a second. Let's go back to David Matthews versus Destiny Rose for the women's title. Destiny Rose got a win by pinfall, and she is now the women's champion. A real woman is finally holding that title.
David Matthews clotheslined her. He raised her hand and he.
Oh, we thought he was celebrating with her, and then
Didn't
And Barnes comes out.
because I mean Dave
and
thought
then
he
David
was tough.
Matthews went running. Well, here's the thing.
I don't know about running is the word, but
I have a new ladies wrestler coming in August 24th to take on
there's
Destiny.
probably still no competition for Destiny.
Here's his name.
Her name is Diamond. Her name is Diamond.
Oh, I thought it was Big Man
Oh,
Dave.
no. I've got a match for Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews, the Flaming Lady, is going to take on Big Man Carnage.
He's gonna be flaming all right.
Diamond, I'm familiar with her. We've seen her in different other shows. She is a tough woman.
Then we had Colton Christ and Uncle Biff
Speaking
taking
of
on
Big-
Classic
why-
Man and Big Man
Biff
Carnage.
left him to the Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the deal with that?
I am not sure.
It's like that's as bad as you feeding Colton Chris to Big
Well,
Man
that
Carnage.
wasn't the second match. That was the fourth match. Excuse me. I've got them out of order here.
Even when Colton's over there distracting the referee, Biff didn't do anything, and it seemed like Colton didn't want to tag Biff. What was
He
going
tried.
on there?
Well, I guess Colton thought he was the Crash Holly of RWF, thinking he's a super heavyweight. He got swatted down.
Actually,
like a fly.
our second match was Rock Dog and Black Thorn against Jason Insanity and Kenny South. Jason Insanity got
I'm
pinned
surprised
by
Jason
Black Thorn.
Insanity is still walking. Right
Oh, I
now.
know.
He took a
Rock Dog
beating.
and Black Thorn are one tough
Yeah,
tag team.
they are.
They're gonna be hard to.
Oh, yeah.
But look for one to turn on the other at some
Well,
point.
they've already overcome that because in the May show,
And
Rock Dog accidentally threw fire into his partner Thorn's face, and they're pure wrestling together like nothing happened.
Well, Thorne doesn't forget.
Well, that's
Rock Dog better watch out because Thorne doesn't forget.
true. Oh, I loved it. Austin, he's backed up in the corner before the match started with Thorn up in his face. Dog up in his face, barking and snapping.
That was
I
the
said,
wrong person to be
I'm pretty
refereeing that
sure-
match.
Pretty sure he read his pants. You should have jumped in there with that one and see what happened.
The referee was still standing. I mean,
then
they
we
were
had our
covering his
6-man
boots,
tag
but-
match, which has the
Austin did a good job.
No Limit Pro Wrestling
And what did I tell
against
you
our
was gonna
Sons of
happen?
Wrestling. They cheated,
No, they did not cheat.
but that was a great match.
Yeah,
Off
but I
the hook.
told you No
I'm
Limit
telling you,
Pro.
Antonio. I mean, Luis Antonio had.
No, I just told you because I know how Mike Cobb is. I told you that after that last time,
How did
he
that
was
match
not going
end?
to settle for that loss.
How did that match end?
Mike Cobb pinning the shoulders.
Of who? But I mean, how'd they get him down?
He punched him
with brass knucks.
with his
Brass-
fist.
His brass
No, with his fist.
Well, it's
But
got
anyways.
brass knucks on it. Well, you just look at the film. And I'm all right with that. I'm a Mike
Oh,
fan.
No, but look at the film from all of Sharp Dressed Man's other matches, and you won't say a word.
Speaking of film,
I might have been turned off here.
no, you're
Good.
on.
Rico kept
We
turning
muted
my
your
mic
mic.
off Saturday night. I don't know why. But in fact, I'm all right with it. I'm just a little upset at rough and tumble Anthony Ray for not pulling out brass knucks and knocking Mike Cobb out.
He couldn't because Anthony Ray was knocked out.
Okay, let me talk
Before, he
here.
could have beat him to the punch.
Let me talk here. Speaking of film footage, we lost all the film from my camera. So
Hey,
luckily,
I'm
Rusty's
not
been.
French. There's no we.
I lost all. I lost all the.
I'm in it
We
with
had
you.
we had a
Our voice was on it.
we had a
Yeah.
bad card that malfunctioned.
Not wrestling card.
The card in my camera, and so anytime, even if it said it was recording, it was not recording. So we had none of the matches with our commentary we have going through our mics. Luckily, Rusty's been taking his camera to do backup. Of course,
My phone.
but it's not as loud on the
it-
commentary.
it-
so-
Hold on. I need to read this comment from Destiny Rose.
Hi, Destiny.
She says she's wrestled Diamond a bunch of times in the past and have love for her, but come August 24th, she's going to give her a fight. I don't think Diamond's going to be a tough match for her at all.
Have you seen Diamond wrestle?
Have you seen Destiny?
I've seen them both. I've seen them wrestle.
Destiny just took down a 400-pound man.
Well, so could Diamond, I think.
I don't know.
Who's somebody?
I'm a Destiny fan. I'm just saying Diamond's going to give you, what she do.
Can Diamond take down a 400-pound man?
She will break every
Somebody
rule that
told
there is
me
to be
that
broken.
David Matthews was shaped like Despicable Me characters.
The Minions?
No,
not
the-
minions, the
Oh, the
character
dad.
himself.
But anyway, the 6-man tag match was a great match.
Oh, that was the best match.
Luis Antonio had probably the move of the night.
He did that
Hey, your
springboard off.
mic,
off
you
the
may
rope.
need to change your mic. Yours has static.
Who's
Yours.
mine?
Mhm.
I don't think it's my. I don't think it's static.
Yeah, it said it's yours.
Let me try
red
this
top.
one.
Anyway, he
There's
does
one
that
having bad
springboard
static.
off jumps on the rope and does the
It,
springboard
it might be
somersault.
the.
Is that one better?
It was great. That was the match or move of the evening, other than the boys going through the table. I mean, through the door. That was pretty good too.
The door of opportunity.
Then we had Sharp Dressed Man
from
Lawrence
Frank.
take on Sean Hoodrich, and we know how that ended because Rusty over here crybaby about along with Sharp Dressed Man.
But Rusty,
Who-
he wasn't crying about it when Big Man Carnage got hit with the briefcase. He wasn't crying about it when Sean Hoodrich the last time got hit with
You
the
were
briefcase.
wrestling brief-
He wasn't crying about it every other
wait,
time Sharp
that's
Dressed
not
Man
what I'm
used
crying
that
about.
briefcase.
I'm crying
does
about
say-
your
did tell
interference
me
and your
that he
bias.
wanted to speak to you.
He
at
knows
our
where to
next
find
show.
me.
At
He
our
knows
next
where
show,
to
he
find
wants
me.
to speak to you.
It was your
He knows where to
bias that
find
I've
me.
been crying about, and you're interfering.
Let me
in-
ask you
in
this,
his match
Rusty.
when you didn't stop Sean
Rusty,
Hendricks.
let me ask you
Stop Sean Hendricks,
Rusty,
and I'll be
this. Can
fine.
I ask you a question?
You didn't stop Sean Hendricks, so I'm not fine.
Can I ask you a question?
I guess
What did I do
you
to give? Hold on. What did I do to give Hoodrich an advantage?
you distracted Lawrence.
From hitting him with a briefcase.
I
wait,
protected. If Hoodrich was
you're
going to hit,
missing
hold
the
on.
whole thing.
If
He's already
Hoodrich-
hit him
listen.
with 5 people,
Listen,
and was trying to hit him with this intimidate and hit him. Whatever you're going to do with that snake,
Rusty,
we don't know. He hadn't got. The
don't get
snake
your blood
on him.
pressure up.
Oh, I'm fine.
Now, if Hoodrich was about to hit
I'm
Sharp
fine,
Dressed
'cause
Man
There's a nice
with the
charity out there
briefcase
that's
and
going
the
to get
referee was down,
$1,000.
I would have done the exact same thing.
No, you wouldn't.
I sure would have.
No,
But
you wouldn't.
Hoodrich is not a cheater like Sharp Dressed Man.
That's like
you
it.
did. We saw it. You didn't stop him one time, and he did it both matches with Lawrence. He used
And Lawrence used the briefcase the last match too, right?
well, it's because he's hitting him with people.
Nah.
He's hitting him with people and intimidating him with a snake. I mean, if somebody's got a 10-foot, 20-foot, however long
Rusty,
that snake is,
We
trying
get
to,
it. We
trying
get it,
to eat
Rusty.
you.
We get it, Rusty.
Well,
Why-
I'm a Sharp Dressed Man fan. I'm a Sharp
You're the only
Hendricks
one.
fan. Well, no, you're wrong.
You're the
there.
only one.
There's a lot of people out there like Lawrence.
But hey,
he's a great
Rusty,
example because we all should
tell-
dress up,
tell-
wear
tell
shirt
your
and ties,
buddy-
look nice.
tell your buddy he knows where he can find me.
You know where you can find him.
Not Tim.
I'm
Sharp
not your
Dressed
buddy.
He knows where he can find him.
Actually, hold on. Sharp Dressed Man, you know where you can find me. I'm not going anywhere.
And go feel free to hit him with the briefcase because if he does any shenanigans and whatnot, if you ever get in the ring, guess who's going to become a referee all of a sudden?
Who, you?
Yes, I'm going to count you.
You're
out.
not even a
I'm
certified
gonna DQ
referee.
you. Oh,
You've been your card has been revoked by the state of Tennessee.
I keep spitting. I'm sorry.
Your card is revoked by the state of Tennessee. You hadn't turned in your medical card yet.
I have a Medicare card.
No, not the Medicare card. You need to go get a physical. You haven't reffed in 30
got one
years.
today.
But Sean Hoodrich wins the
You
heavyweight
sure
title.
did.
Then we had the
Congratulations,
Starks win.
Sean, even though
We
you
were
had
supposed
help.
to have the Star
He did not have
Twins
help.
against LBK and Drew Weatherby.
What
But
a-
you saw in the video there,
Once again, what a
that,
match.
Landon Bradley comes out in a mask, changes the whole.
Some people
thing.
thought it was Frankie. Some people thought it was Colton Chris.
It's too skinny to be either one of
How could
them.
it be Frankie? He was. Oh wait, I guess he could have been Frankie. He
Well,
was-
I doubt Frankie would have done it at that time. He had
well-
his mindset on
He was.
Xavier Michaels.
I know, but some people thought that. I didn't. think
You
that.
thought that. You're the
No,
only
I
one
didn't.
that thought that.
I was shocked.
No,
when
I
the
knew
mask
he-
came
I
off
knew-
I
and it
was
Landon
too.
Bradley.
I wasn't because I knew who it was.
But I knew Landon Bradley had it in him.
We
I knew he had it in him.
Oh yeah, he's he can go against anybody.
But I think this is good for Landon Bradley because now you're gonna get that vicious side of him that needed to come out anyway. For him to get to that next level, he's got to show this vicious side. And honestly, I mean, I can see him being a champion soon.
Well, definitely cruiserweight, easy.
Yeah.
He could go up against Frankie. I'm not sure about German. Well, yeah, if this viciousness.
Who
I'm
is
sorry,
German?
Xavier
Michaels.
Michaels.
Xavier Michaels.
But
Sorry,
Xavier Michaels is not the U.S. champ right now.
but he could be.
But Xavier
He's got-
Michaels isn't the U.S. champ right
he's
now.
got a.
He's a
everybody
former-
knows
yeah,
that.
He is
Why
a
are you so
former.
Like-
And
Blackthorn
he's-
is former co-owner.
Like Sharp
He's
Dressed Man
number
is
one
former
contender.
world heavyweight champion.
I could just see him going up against either one of those champions.
Which
whatever
champ?
they
You
are,
just
whatever
Frankie?
state they're in, Frankie.
Frankie Hoodrich
No, he can't.
or
I'm sorry.
Jason Xavier.
Hoodrich, he's going to have to bring him a snake or a suitcase to beat Hoodrich.
Yeah, Landon is going to have to bring a snake
I mean,
or
it's-
suitcase to
it's
beat him.
gonna have
Just
to
like
bring
Sharp
something.
Dressed Man had to bring a
Well,
briefcase to
Sharp
beat him
Dressed
the last
Man
time.
has already beat him.
Cheated.
He had him. No, he had him beat May 18th in the sleeper.
And what happened?
And the neck thing
What
he was
happened?
doing. Sean is right there on the film. Sean reaches up and taps him about 4 times on the shoulder, and then taps him about 4 times in the face, and the referee didn't call it. That's a tap out.
That is
While
not a
he's in-
tap out.
While he's in, yes, it is. While he's in the middle of the sleeper hold, he
That is
wasn't
not a
hitting him.
tap out.
He's It
I don't know
is a
what you're
tap
talking
out.
about.
Well, if you watch the tape, you'll
Rusty,
see it.
you're just as senile as
That's
Sharp Dressed
man.
Man.
I'm telling you what's on the tape, and you can see it. And it wasn't
How about we
called,
show the
and
match?
then he should have had the match right
How
there.
about we show the match and see?
We can. It's there. May 18th. Sharp
Well,
Dressed Man against
cue it
Sean
up.
Hendrick. Well, we're busy right now. We can do it afterwards. It's,
Rusty, I love getting
it's
your
on
blood
my
pressure up.
Facebook page, folks. You can watch it and see. Matter of fact, I've already put it on there.
You can also
comments.
see Sharp Dressed Man getting his shoulders pinned to the mat last Saturday.
Not yet. Well, yeah, you can. No, you. Which match did we just show?
The tag team.
Tag
match.
team,
If
no.
you were on time,
I was
you
being.
would know.
I was here. I was watching it. I just couldn't remember.
See, just like you
can't watch it.
You're
yet 'cause
see,
it's
I
not-
told you,
it's
you're
not
senile
posted.
as Sharp Dressed Man.
Can we trade seats? He keeps intimidating me. I'm afraid he's going to grab my suitcase.
Why? You got a suitcase with you?
I might.
I mean, it's not my fault he took his eye off the ball and then gets kicked in the face.
You came up behind him, grabbed his suitcase,
Because
which
that match-
distracted him. But
that
the thing
match
is,
needed to be
you,
have its
just like
integrity.
those kids that came across the standard, weren't supposed to be in the ring.
Well, the kids didn't
Jesse
come across
James-
voluntarily.
It doesn't matter. They came across.
didn't
Jesse,
come
one
across
of them did.
voluntarily.
That teenager begged to come across. He stepped across.
You was up there standing up there and say, "Hey, pick me, Hoodrich, pick me." I'm like, he can't
I'd
pick
done
you up, Rusty.
I'd have done it.
Well, you'd have hit Sharp Dressed Man or you'd hit Hoodrich.
I'd let him use me as a weapon.
Who, Sharp Dressed Man?
Either one of them.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I'm not like you. I'm for what the
Hey, I
fans
don't
want.
go in. I didn't
Fans
touch
would love
anybody.
to see me be picked up and used as a weapon.
They like to see you be picked up and slammed to the mat.
Well, I would probably not make it home that night.
Well,
Those days are past.
Anyways, then
What
we
about that last match?
no, we were talking about the LBK
oh, the LBK match.
Drew Weatherby. They did get the pinfall win
I was so
after Malachi comes out, and Matt Starr thought
well,
that
let's talk about why Malachi came out. And they put their hands on Miss Julie.
I didn't see that. I was knocked out.
They put their hands on Miss Julie, and she went back and got some help.
Yeah.
You don't put your hands on Miss Julie.
well. That was great. It's always good to see Malachi. Something I was going to say about that match, and I got thinking about Julie.
But
Steele.
everyone thought that Malachi was going to help,
Only one person thought Malachi
Matt
was
Starr.
going to help Matt Starr.
I
That
think
was
Matt
Matt
Starr.
Starr.
and then Matt
No, I
Starr
thought
ended
he
up getting
was.
choke slammed by Malachi.
we didn't
But
know.
if you hold on, let me
we
ask
didn't
you
know
this,
until
Rusty.
he did it
Why would you think he was out there to help Matt Starr?
because they have been
On the same side of the ring.
The same side of the ring, and they've been in other promotions, not in ours, but in other promotions, in PWA, for instance. And they're friends. I just thought they would.
Well, some people are good friends but better enemies.
Well, and of course, Malachi chokeslammed Matt Starr.
I'm interested in seeing
Did you
Malachi.
see how high I
get
got him up
into
in
Yeah.
the air?
What do you have in
Malachi's
store for
7 foot
Malachi?
tall.
Huh?
What's next for Malachi?
I have spoken to Malachi, and we have worked out a contract with Malachi,
Good.
and he will be back on August the 24th
Against Rusty.
in a singles match
No,
against
and he's
none
hoping-
other than
Matt Starr.
Matt Starr.
Yeah. And he's hoping
I
somebody
feel
will-
sorry for
from the
Matt.
table will run in and interfere in his
I
match.
feel no. Malachi doesn't
You
need.
do know-
Malachi doesn't need anybody's help.
You do know when you did that, you ran the risk of both of those men jumping on you.
Oh,
I could defend myself.
You
Did we-
might have had to.
I could defend myself.
then we had
I
our
was
main
about to
event.
Snake out.
Our main event was Xavier Michaels taking on Frankie Swamp Tower with the U.S. title on the line. Falls Count Anywhere.
Frankie Rose.
Now that one I did get on my because I had a second camera I used. I did get that one on card, so I've got all the up close stuff from him. And plus I got Rusty's footage too, so I'll mix those together.
And I think I came through on that one for some reason. I don't know why my voice
Yeah.
did.
You
I'm not
came
sure
back
about
through
yours.
as much as they came
Oh, it's
through
because we were
that door.
maybe because we were standing up.
No, you were standing up.
I don't know what you were probably trying to sneak up in the ring.
Nah, they did.
Yeah,
they
well,
did.
that was a
They
great
were outside
match.
the ring most of the time. There was no need. There was no need to sneak up
And
on them.
The good thing, well, Colton, Chris, no.
Colton, Chris, Frankie
Who
Swamp
was,
Tower.
who was the Frankie.
Oh my God! See now,
Referee there. Who was that? Chase Manning. He did an excellent job refereeing.
well,
I
the
know
only thing you got to do is just stand back and wait for one of them to pin the other.
Yeah, but he didn't interfere, and he stayed out of the way, and he kept the fans back, helped security with that. It was good. I was impressed with that refereeing job because that was not an easy match.
That
to
was an
referee.
easy match to it because you just stand back, just let them two go at
Rusty,
it.
you're really gonna have to get these names right. You're gonna have to.
He's
work on that.
senile,
You're gonna have to get that
just
right.
like that letter he wrote. He's senile.
I didn't write
He
it. The
Talk
board
to
of
you after
directors
we go
wrote
off the air. We're gonna have to have a
We need to-
Was it a cognitive?
I told you that's why his referee license is revoked.
Cognitive.
Cognitive test.
So
That's why his ref license is revoked in the state of
We gotta
Tennessee.
make sure. We might have to get you to step down like Joe Biden.
We're gonna make you step down, Rusty.
Can you walk upstairs?
No.
you did walk upstairs.
no,
to
I
get here.
barely walk up the stairs. I may not be at the next show because of that.
because you can't walk.
Good.
I'll
upstairs?
tell you off
The
the
show
air.
will be peaceful.
Tell you off the air. I don't know if I will be or
The
not.
show is gonna be peaceful then.
Well, no, it will lack. The fans will be lacking because I'm
No.
not there. I want to point out too, Social Security guard Tony.
Tony.
Okay, he really worked the crowd this past Saturday night. Not as in, getting cheers and everything. He was out about in them, walking, talking, interacting with them. One
I
little
think
kid,
he forgot where he was at. He thought he was at the home.
he might have. One little kid got worried because his mama was arguing with one of the wrestlers or whatever. Might have been, I think it's Rock Dog. Anyway, so he goes up and stands with that little kid. I got your back. I'll take care of you. You're all right. We won't. Anyway, and he goes over and he's over. I look over there and he's over on the other side, helping one of our
He just
photo
forgot
people,
where-
Kelly, out.
but he wasn't supposed to be over there.
Well,
He forgot that he forgot.
you
where
weren't
he was
supposed to be in the ring.
Yes,
It
I
didn't
was. Yes, I
It did
was.
not matter.
Read the contract.
He
Speaking
didn't
of
get in the
photography,
ring.
I do want to thank
Thank you,
our
Tony.
photographers that have been there. Kelly. Also want to thank Brian Birkin, who has done some good pictures, and also Wayne Hackney Jr. has been taking some
Okay.
pictures in the dressing
Yeah.
room of some profile pictures for the wrestlers.
That came out wrong.
But
When you say you're taking pictures of people in the dressing room.
while they're dressing, no,
Yeah.
not while they're dressing.
Hey, I got something that's gonna make you feel better, Rusty. Brucey said he's got your back. I think he forgot too.
I was worried
He's got
about you, Bruce. I thought
he wants
Classic,
to be your roommate down
Yeah.
there. at Old Folks Home.
I thought
he needs a
Classic
new-
Man was going to
he's
cut
got-
your hair again.
He needs a new place to live, so he's like, "Hey, can
Well,
y'all be
he
roommates?"
he was there. He saw what happened. and he knows.
He's saving you.
He didn't see anything.
I know. I'm all right with you actually interfering,
He's gonna
but
save
you
you-
did you one-sided.
Wait,
you one-sided
wait.
interfered.
Hold on, Tim.
You
Hold on.
one-sided
Can I ask Tim
interfered.
Can I ask Tim a
I
question?
guess you're going to.
Tim, he said he's okay with me interfering, but yet it was one-sided. I didn't touch anybody.
You didn't go
I
take the
pinned-
snake out of Sean's hand or one of those kids or that teenager that he was about your size.
Teenager was not my size. You said he was your size.
Well, he was a grown man size.
So see, there you go. You can't get your
He
story
was taller
straight.
than me and about your weight, which my weight's about your weight. It's
No,
just,
it is not.
It's just
I think Bruce
It's
has
just
got you some
different.
Jello saved down
Yeah.
there at the home.
I think they got that
I'm not
CBD
eating
Jello
Jell-O.
going or
I
something.
want pudding. I want pudding and I want Jello.
But Rusty, I didn't touch anybody. I just held up the integrity of what the RWF World Championship is supposed to stand for.
Overall, a great show. Probably one of the best shows I've
It
seen
was.
in a long time.
That's how I started out saying. I don't know if we got it. I think it's the best show we've had. Several other people remarked. Malachi was one. Can I say that, Malachi?
Yeah.
He was one of them. He said, "This is the best show that's going right here." Of course, and he's been at some good shows, and he isn't downing the other shows he's at. But
it was good to see him there, and he will be back.
we've got
Just-
wrestlers that say,
And
"I
just
feel like I'm home when I'm here."
the atmosphere that we have in our locker room makes a big difference.
It does.
Um,
As long as you keep Rusty out.
and
And we've got the matriarch of RWF there, Julie Steele. She's got as much experience as anybody in the business, and she's one of the people that back there in the locker room, she watches out for people and tells them you're not acting right, or you ought to go over there and talk to him or whatever. I like that. Of course, Thorne's running the dressing room. I don't mean to take away from him by any means, but he's a busy
Thorne's
man.
not running anything. He's a former.
he's a.
You
co-owner.
gave him that job.
No,
No, he didn't. He gave him the job. He gave him the job of
You mean
the
you
mopping
removed
up
him from
the.
that now too?
Yeah,
He does take care of the back room. So.
Yeah, he does it
yeah.
very well.
He takes care of it by mopping it, sweeping it, making
He's
sure
my
that
eyes
it's,
in the back room. He also picks up the trash,
yeah.
cleans the toilets.
He's one of the
Actually,
he's
I had
one of the best people to run a locker room you can find, if not the best.
The best cleaner.
Thorne, where are you tonight? I need
He's
you.
cleaning the building. Tim gave him an order.
Well, actually,
and when his
he
wife's not,
usually does end up cleaning the building.
when his
'cause
wife's not
nobody
out
else does.
howling, she can clean with him too.
Hey, you need to leave Banshee
Hey, it was a
alone.
full moon on Saturday.
She had her Banshee ears on and everything. She's looking for you too. Where's Tim Miner at?
Well,
I'm
Tim, you
gonna
better
whoop
hide
him.
on the 24th.
She's looking around. I'm going to whoop that trick. Where's he at?
I think she used another word. I don't think trick was the word she used.
Well,
Just-
if anybody said anything
right.
tonight, I want you to see I'm not getting anybody's comments on my phone.
He's
Rico's
got it
getting
on
them on
mute.
his phone. I don't know how.
He's
but
on
I'm not-
YouTube, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
on YouTube.
Classic Man
Well, I'm not
says,
even getting
Rusty,
when I
if
go to
Bruce got
YouTube.
your back, you're in trouble because you can't stand on his own.
Who said that
Classic Man.
about Rusty?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Classic Man fan. What did he say?
I told you twice.
Tell me again when I'm listening. I
You
usually
were
don't-
listening.
I usually don't listen to you.
Well, basically what he says
Read
is,
what he said.
Rusty, if Bruce got your back, you're in trouble. He can't stand on his own.
Oh, he's talking about Bruce, not me.
But you're still in trouble either way. Oh,
Well, Classic
Either way.
Man, anytime you need me, if
He
I'm
won't be there.
If I'm capable, I will help
what do
you.
you mean? That's a big if.
Well, if I'm capable, I will. I will be gladly to. If you want a weapon, I've got weapons
So you
there.
willing? So now you're
Oh yeah, I've
saying
done
that-
this for 25,
so
30
you're
years.
so you getting mad at me for allegedly doing something that you're volunteering to do right now.
I've handed Tony Falk a chain before.
So you are getting mad at me for I allegedly,
no,
according to you, did something egregious,
you
but
did.
yet
You
you're
did.
out here
No, you're
telling him that you're willing to do this.
the difference is I'll do it for either side. Whoever
No.
needs a weapon,
Oh,
they ask.
whoever pays you the
They
most.
don't pay me nothing. I
Yes,
do it
they
for the
do.
fun of doing it. Well, yeah, if I can just manage to get into that
I'm not handing
$1,000
anybody.
fine.
I'm not handing anybody a weapon, but I will take the weapon away.
You didn't take the weapon away.
The referee
from
was awake.
Sean.
The referee
Tim
was
Miner,
awake.
let's talk about wrestling. Who we got going again next time?
I finally got some comments on here that I can see.
I think it was a user error. You had it blocked.
Well, this is just on the page. It's
Is
still not
Julie
coming up.
listening?
Yeah, Julie said Rusty brings us coffee and cafeteria cards. That's much appreciated.
Those were
Thorne gave him that job.
those were the cards were compliments. to Tim
Oh,
Miner.
John and
And
Malachi
Black
says
Thorn.
the move of the night was Matt Starr flying and not coming down.
Hey, Matt was literally a star that night,
I mean, how
a
tall?
shooting star.
Malachi about 6'11", 7 foot. And Matt, he's got his hand up in the air, and Matt Starr's that high up in the air. I know Matt was 7 or 8 feet in the air and
Well-
came down. And once again, what a bump Matt took.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matt. I mean, knowing now that he's got to face Malachi, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show up.
Matt's not afraid of anything.
No, he shouldn't be afraid. He should
The
be
only thing he's afraid
terrified.
of is Desperado.
He should be terrified.
Desperado, maybe a little bit of Julie. Anyway,
Anyways, we got everything out of our system?
No,
we
Rusty
get
does not.
We get to do our fantasy football draft August the 4th.
And Tim Miner gets to cheat again.
So,
I have not.
Any of
Yes,
you
you
got
do.
If I
recommendations for me?
cheated, I'd win.
Please send them to
I know
me.
how to cheat
No.
with the best of them.
He's already over here trying
Rusty
to get
taught me how to cheat
his
a long time
handy
ago.
his handy dandy friend over here to cheat and write down all the good names on Tim's list instead of everybody else's who draft
Luke,
these people.
You can trust Luke. Luke,
I'm
can't
not,
trust-
I'm not going to argue that point.
I can't trust Luke.
you can trust Luke.
I can't
As
trust
long as he's
Luke.
not around one of his female cousins. Hey, I'm just kidding. There's other shenanigans and whatnots going on with Luke and his cousins. Please don't take us off Facebook.
Hey Tim, someone
if you
wants to
take him
know.
about Facebook, take Rusty.
Someone on
That's
someone
happened
on-
before. On the same show. We're not
Someone
gonna
on
take
Facebook wants to know, is Malachi versus Matt Starr the number one contender for Hoodrich's title?
That possibly could be. Yeah.
I think Sharp Dressed Man is the number one contender.
No, he's
Because
not.
he's a former champion. Yeah, it's always that
No,
way.
he's not.
Yes.
He goes to the back of the line. He's going to the back of the
He may
line.
need to, but he doesn't. That's
He's
always
going
the
to the
former
back
champion is the
of
number
the-
one contender.
That's not written in the contract.
Xavier is the number one contender.
That's not written in the contract.
Actually, David Matthews is the number one contender.
It's
Now,
not
whether or
written-
not the commissioner
That's not
signs
written in the
them.
contract.
It is.
It's up to the commissioner.
That's just what you say. That's in the contract.
Is that in the contract?
Their number one
it's
contender,
not
whether-
in any contract.
they
that
may
they're
not.
the number one contender.
It's what happened. They may not get the.
Usually they get a return match.
Yeah, they may not get the match, but they are the.
I mean,
Eventually, sometimes it's 3 or 4 months down the road they get their title.
But that
shot
doesn't
out.
make them number one contender.
a number one pretender.
I mean, Sharp Dressed Man was a
Once
pretender
again,
of a
you are
he was a
just-
pretender of a champion anyway.
You'd be wanting him to have that belt if you ever get the chance to be at the ring with him.
Who's Sharp Dressed Man?
So you can
He
have
doesn't
a
stand for
chance.
it.
So you can
No,
say, I
if
had a world
I
title
was
match.
to face someone for the world title, I want it to be someone who has integrity, who actually stands for what, who actually can show what that belt stands for.
Frankie,
Frankie has
you're-
integrity.
I know you're.
Oh,
I'm looking for
Frankie-
anybody with
oh,
integrity.
Frankie has
Main
integrity.
event, Frankie. We didn't get to that one yet. Xavier Michaels and Frankie, they were all over the place.
They were.
Loved it.
Frankie, I told you,
Frankie
Frankie's gonna have to.
stepped
He had
it
to
Rose
up,
to the
stepped it
occasion.
up.
I told you what he had to do, and he did it.
He put Xavier Michaels through a door.
Yeah,
The
I
door of
kept-
opportunity.
That was great, and they went through it. That once again, if it's going to top Lewis's move, and there were some moves to top in that match, 6-man tag match. But if anything topped it, it was those two guys going through the door. That had to
Now-
hurt both of them.
We may have a show in a couple of weeks before the 24th where we show the whole show. But if we do that, we may sit right over there and do commentary on the show. We won't necessarily be on camera, but we'll do commentary to redo commentary of the video. So
So you
Okay.
talking about doing a live commentary of the show
yeah,
for the
while
live-
we're
for
watching the
live
show, while we're
stream.
watching.
So you
it.
all will see everything I've said was true.
What was true?
It's not
Everything I said.
What did you say?
I'm not going to
He's
say it
probably gonna
again
argue
because
about
you'll
it
just call
too
me a liar.
whenever we get to the point.
Huh?
He'll probably argue about it when we get to the
Yeah,
point.
he
too.
will.
He's gonna probably argue. What's
Okay,
Rico
I'll
doing?
bring it up
What's
again.
Rico doing?
Sean Hoodrick, whom I like and appreciate it, enjoyed everything he did, brought in 5
the way,
people across the
touched the
standard,
snake.
used them as weapons. He used that snake 3 or 4 times in the bag and once outside the bag to intimidate Sharp Dressed Man. You can't wrestle when you're worried about a python going to wrap around you or whatever it is, whatever kind of snake it is, wrap
Hey,
around you.
I touched the snake. Got pictures of it.
I never saw those. Where they
I
at?
didn't
You saw? I showed
Where's
you.
your- where's your picture?
Rusty, the only picture of
We ain't
him.
going to agree.
No, the only picture of him I saw, he's standing here and the snake is over there.
No,
I saw
I'm
that.
He
saying
wasn't even holding the
My
snake.
hand
I
was
was
touching
close-
the snake.
No, it was not.
I was closer than that, and I wasn't even
Yeah.
trying to touch the snake.
You
Y'all
said
are-
your
Finally,
exact
we found
words,
something to agree on.
Tim. Your exact words was, "I'm gonna take a picture holding the snake."
I'm touching the snake there.
That is not
I'm
touch.
touching the snake.
No, it's not.
started-
Look at his eyes.
I-
He's-
Look at that look.
I wish you could show them
I
that
started at
picture.
his head
Can
and
you
rubbed
show
all
that
the
to
way-
them?
Yes, I'll show that to them.
Okay, there he is touching the snake, but look at the look on his face.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm touching the snake. Hey, Mom, look.
I was going to go up there and let it wrap around my neck, but there was people in line to get started, and they had to pay for that. And
He
so I
would have
was
let
gonna
you
get out
do
of the
that.
way.
But
I
you
know.
were you didn't. You said you was gonna
Look at
Have
him.
a picture
Arm
with the
on
snake?
Roderick.
on your neck.
Well,
There you go, stuttering.
I did get a chance. I even
That's
touched the snake
stuttering.
again back in the dressing room.
We're about to get kicked off the
Do
air.
not want to know anymore.
I thought
He
this
was
was
holding the
I
snake
thought
while
this was
I
a
did it.
family show.
He was holding it while I touched it.
What
I
color,
started at the tip of the head.
what color was the snake? Was this the green one or was it more yellow? So I guess
it
it's more,
wasn't green.
guess it's more yellow, right?
It was brownish.
With sort of a golden
Rusty,
brown.
What are you getting
Sort,
at here?
sort of a golden brown, wasn't it? Like with little
I don't know.
decorations in it.
Rusty's about to get y'all two about to get us kicked
But here's
off.
my-
I'm talking about the python or the
It's about,
or what? Wasn't a python? What's the other
it
thing?
was about an 8
The one
footer.
that
wasn't it?
coils around. Not pythons in the water. Anaconda? No, anaconda's in the
wasn't
water.
it?
It's a python. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I touched it.
So Sean, if you're there, will you tell us what kind of snake you had there?
I tell you what kind of snake it was.
The
One that
big
Tim
one?
was afraid of.
The
I
big
was
one.
not afraid of it.
Yes,
I
you
went
were.
over and touched it. I went
Why
from the
wouldn't you
tip
be
its
afraid of
head-
it though?
I went from the tip of its head.
No, you
all
did
the way
not.
down.
Sharp
Yes.
dressed man was
No,
afraid
you
of it.
didn't.
Yeah.
Sharp dressed man was afraid of it,
I know, and he kept
and he picked it up and was
intimidating
about
him
to
with
use it as a weapon.
Put it in a briefcase so it wouldn't bother him anymore.
And I made sure he didn't use it as a weapon.
So
But anyways, it is about time for us to go.
I thought we were going to talk fantasy football.
I've got a prediction. I think the Titans will have a winning season this year.
It's really dependent on one person, Will Levis.
I think it's depending on the offensive line still,
Well,
and Will Levis, but particularly the offensive line. But I think they fixed it. We'll know.
but that's why I'm saying it. The offensive line, at least on paper, seems fixed. So everything now, how the Titans go, is going to depend on Will Levis.
and he is
Because you're going to find out this year if he is the guy. Because, I mean, we surround him with a bunch of talent. If he's not the guy, then we're going to be in trouble because then that means we're going to have to go through a whole other quarterback
we still got
development
Malik.
process. No.
Yeah, we still got
If
Malik.
if Malik was any good, then Will Levis wouldn't be here.
I wish we would have gotten. Why did I do that?
Who?
My favorite.
Who's your favorite?
Never mind. It's
Check
not
A
gonna-
UT quarterback?
No,
See what that comment says.
Oh,
I can't remember now. I'm sorry.
Well, Xavier's crying about getting a rematch.
Hey, what is
Xavier?
what's his exact words?
I want my rematch, Tim. I have a rematch clause,
See,
and
I
I
told
am
you.
He
invoking
has a
it.
rematch clause in his.
He does.
I don't think he deserves it.
I think we will have a
I
rematch.
don't
not?
think he deserves it.
Why doesn't he deserve it? He did everything he was supposed
Honestly,
to do.
hold on.
He just
Honestly,
lost.
no.
Sometimes you
You
lose.
don't want to
I'm
close
about
the
to
door on him too soon.
no. I'm about to say something that's going to shock both of you. He needs to set his eyes on something higher.
Well, now you may have something there.
He needs to set his
is
eyes on
very
something higher.
capable of going after
Yes.
the title that Sean Hendricks wears around his.
I mean, if he
waistband.
continues to,
but he does deserve a rematch.
but if he continues to harp on his backstory with Frankie, then it's just going to consume him, and he's going to be stuck. Let it go.
I hope they can.
Let it go. Set your mind on something higher.
Yeah, I wish they could make up and just they
No,
used,
that would
they
never
used to be
happen.
buddies.
Well, I'm not going to say never happened, but it does seem it seems unlikely
They
right
used
now.
to be buddies. I just wish they could bury that hatchet, so to speak, and not in each other's head.
Well, he tried to bury him in the in the arena.
And Frankie did bury him in that table. That was
What door?
I'm sorry, door had Xavier put Frankie through that door, we'd have a different match.
Probably so.
It'd
You have a
probably
different
been-
outcome.
because that,
Probably so.
even though they went on after that, that takes a lot out of you.
I don't
Oh,
think
man.
no, I think that was the end.
But I still think they're going to have a winning season. And Lovitz has got three of the
Who?
Will Levis.
Oh, you said Lovitz.
I
I'm
might
like,
have.
John Lovitz is not a football player.
He's an actor. Anyway, he's got those three of the arguably best receivers. They're in the top 10 receivers.
Well, two. The third one, I mean, as far as a group, they're definitely in the top 10 as a group.
They're actually in the top 5 in some people's
Yeah.
accounting, not mine. And some people,
Who's your top 5 receiving group?
I can't remember. In the top 5 teams in that receiving group, they're right up there with them. So I just think they got a chance. And then you got, besides those three receivers, you've got,
See, this is going to be the year for Burks because there's no pressure on him.
what's the running backs?
Tony
Tajay,
Pollard.
Sharp.
Huh? Tajay.
Tajay
Not
Sharp.
Tajay.
What is it?
Not
Tajay Sharp?
Tajay Spears.
Spears. Sorry, Mr. Spears. Anyway, he's another one that can catch out of the backfield
So
too.
can Tony.
And Tony Pollard. So, and then
This is gonna be the first time the Titans have ever been a pass first team or a pass heavy team.
yeah, even with McNair, they still had Eddie.
Well,
George.
McNair threw it when he had to, but the most touchdowns he threw in a single season, I think, was around 20.
But you got those three
That was
receivers,
his MVP season.
and Chig has his
Chig needs
moments.
to come on. He has his moments, but we need consistency out of him.
And this is it the rookie Jordan? Is he a rookie?
Who's that?
Jordan, the other
The other
tight
ti-
end.
Josh Wiley.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Josh. Josh Wiley. Wiley.
I think no. Wiley's this will be second year.
But once again, if he could come along, but Chig's got moments.
He has had his moments, but he's like Mariota. He's inconsistent.
If the 49ers would have just drafted him a quarterback this time or got one in free agency, they might be going to the Super Bowl again.
They went to the Super Bowl last year.
Again.
Why would you draft a quarterback when your quarterback just took you to the Super Bowl?
Because this one, he's not going to win it to get there two times.
The previous two didn't win it either.
What quarterbacks win back-to-back Super Bowls?
It's only been
Patrick
two.
Mahomes, Joe
Mahomes and Brady.
Mahomes.
Joe Montana.
And,
Well, two
Tom Brady.
in this century.
Yeah. Joe Montana almost won 3 in a row.
Brady
They
and
actually made that to
Mahomes
the
are the only
NFC
ones.
Championship.
so it's rare to even get there. Look at poor old Jared
But
Goff.
well, it's just a fact of. I think your better question is how many quarterbacks lose their debut in the Super Bowl and then make it back. In the last
Maybe that's
25 years, has been none.
Of course, then again, Joe Burrow, he's still playing. Possibly.
He lost his debut in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. He may not make it
And,
back.
he's lost some of his receivers and
He's only lost.
he's
He's not.
lost his coach.
He's still got his two main receivers right
I
now.
think
He's
the
not lost
49ers
his
are still
coach.
the favorite right
offensive
now.
coordinator.
Well,
We have him.
but he wasn't the one calling the plays anyway. Zach Taylor was calling the plays up there in Cincinnati.
Well,
Now,
I don't-
if they
I don't think
if
the
he loses
Bengals
T.
are
Higgins, he's
gonna
in
be a
trouble.
threat.
He loses T. Higgins, he's in trouble because then he only has Jamar Chase, and I'm gonna double Jamar Chase. You're gonna double him anyway, but who do you have after Higgins?
The team I worry about for the Titans will be Houston, and we got to play them twice. But there again, with our new and improved team,
Well, but the thing
we
is,
got to see them play.
Yeah, because you remember last year, no one gave Houston a shot.
On paper,
No one gave
we're
Houston
there.
a shot.
We just
So
got to see if they can play together and see if the new coaching, and you've got the best line coach possibly in this decade.
According to a lot of people, he's the some people call him O-line Jesus, that he's the best offensive line coach ever. But I don't.
Well, Jesus
thing is, you can
football, but if he were, he'd be pretty good.
But you can have the greatest position coach of all
You'd have-
time, but if the players aren't putting in the extra work and they don't have it within themselves, then it doesn't matter who you have.
If he had last year's line,
I don't know how that would.
I don't know if we might have won one more game.
All right.
If that.
It is about time for us to go. Let me remind you, our next show, RWF Wrestling, will be August the 24th at the National Guard Armory in Gallatin, Tennessee. Got a great card of action lined up for you then, just like
That
we did this
is-
past
Excuse me, that's the fourth Saturday.
fourth
this
Saturday of the
only.
month.
Not
If you
the
got
third.
one of those flyers from Rusty, he does have the wrong date on the back. We wouldn't aware we were changing it until the day before. So,
Can't blame Mercy for that one.
but anyways,
Well, I'll probably get the blame for it.
Nah, we can't blame you for that one. That was on the
PWA Wrestling in Gladeville tomorrow or Friday night and Saturday night, 2 nights. So if you get the chance in that area, come out to
2 nights.
PWA
Yeah.
Friday and
2
Saturday.
nights.
But
We're
until
having, if you are looking for a vacation Bible school to bring your kids to church, we're having one this week starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning at House of Grace. It's a church that I attend. Tim attends. Luke attends sometimes. No, I take that back. Sorry, Luke. I just like to bother Luke. Anyway, we're having a VBS public welcome. We want, feel free to come and do it. You can come and sit in and watch what's going on if you're not familiar with our church or people, but we'll make sure they're safe and take care of them. We'll have security there and everybody signs in, all this. So please bring your kids out to VBS, let them learn a little bit about the Bible. It's a night theme. The Sir Dance-A-Lot is one of the nights. Yeah, he thinks he can dance.
anyways,
No.
Until next time, this is the voice Timothy Miner, along with.
Rush to the ref.
King of the South.
We'll talk to you next time on the Tim and Rusty Show.